Hello everyone, welcome back to the Italian Ikazuki live stream. Just gonna take the photo and do the posting and the blah blah blahs that we always have to do, and then we'll be right into it here. Let's open up YouTube, make sure everything like flows through correctly. It's pancake breakfast day tomorrow. Help if I actually was able to spell correctly right now. No, get out of here. It's not my nails today. Also, thank you to everyone who has joined us in the last little bit. For whatever reason, Mondays was like... Wait. Ooh. Definitely gonna watch that. That's about that zip air. La 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 la. We're gonna share the linky link. Anyway, we are up to 893 subscribers, so I'm quite pleased there. And all right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay. I was like, where did this tripod go? But it was actually like caught on the the upright for the webcam. It's like, oh, okay. I guess it's there. Anyway, my brain, y'all. It's yeah, insanity sometimes. Okay, I can see the chat. I can see my broadcast window. Ugh, I put this sweater on because I was like, it's going to be cold in the basement because it's the basement. And no, we're going to take it back off. There's a robin hopping around in my backyard. It's an absolutely like bluebird spectacular day today. My kids are at summer camp, which, by the way, they're very much enjoying. They're definitely coming home very tired at night, which I'm not complaining about because they've been like... It's not necessarily that they're going to bed earlier, but they are sleeping better. It's like they're actually sleeping really well. All right, so what I've done is I've done most of the turning. And now I am going to go in and we're going to do a lot of the rework right now. Most of it's super simple, so it's like there's no point in leaving this behind. I did end up doing a lot of this work on the flat deck. So I did start on the cylinder arm. I did end up doing a lot there. I do think it was still easier on the cylinder arm to do the webbing sewing and stuff like that, but it kept wrapping bobbin thread around. It's like a bobbin case, and so I got to open up the bobbin case, but the nails are really sticky, like really stuck in there, and like to the point where I've actually like bruised my index finger. So I will get there. Someone was saying that the only way they got into theirs was with a ratcheting screwdriver. I'm like, okay. I don't want to have to buy more tools for this machine, but if we have to, we have to. Yeah, see, that was all that we had to do. Now I'm going to throw on the hardware for it, and then it's going to go into the... What we're going to do is we're going to chain piece all the finish lines on everything, and then we'll go in and we will sew the straps afterwards. I'm just like, right now we're just in the process. Basically, I made it easy on myself last night, and I went in and I was doing all of the hardware last night because I could do that with the kids sitting around and stuff like that. So we had to take Dallas to the airport last night, so because he had he had to be here, but he was able to stay home for a couple extra nights and work from home basically, or work down south in Calgary. So that was nice, but it meant that we had to like take him in last night. Anyway, so long story short, by the time I got home, the kids had napped. Damn it. Right in the vehicle, so bedtime did take a little bit longer, but we're working on getting them to go to bed by themselves. So what I did is I sat there and like clipped and turned and all that stuff, so that we could actually so I could actually get that done and still like hang out with them while they fell asleep. In some ways, the eldest did not like it. They really wanted me to like cuddle them, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I can't. It's so hard to do the work in their bed typically, like either of their beds. Oh shit. This is why we normally have this clipped out of the way. Damn it. Now I gotta figure out if I can actually like open it up. Yeah, there we go. Kind of, maybe. Yeah, but anyway. I got it done. Definitely was up a little bit later than I should have been last night. Well, it's okay. We still got up in time for like summer camp. I've been really good about getting them there on time, which is exciting. And actually then Tuesday I did leg day. Wednesday I did upper body. Yesterday I skipped because Dallas was home and he had appointments. So it was like, okay, if I stay home, I can get like 2 to 3 hours worth of work done while you go do all your appointments and pickups and all of that. Versus if I leave, and yeah, so I got quite a bit of work done yesterday, like packing the truck, which is super important. Yeah, so we got the truck packed, and then I got these like mostly done. Got the bobbin like jammed and unjammed and timed and retimed. Now I'm gonna have to go back and do it again. It's so fucking annoying. It's like, so these bobbins are massive. I have had way less issues with this bobbin though, than I have with that one. This one keeps getting thrown out of time by the smallest pieces of thread in the bobbin case. It's so fucking annoying. And it wouldn't be as big a deal if I was actually able to get it into the bobbin case. Bah! Oh shit. I better fucking have glue for these. It has to be here somewhere. I definitely have some, but where is it is the question. It's probably back on my cutting table. Anyway, because a lot of these, so I adhered them, but apparently they didn't stick, which isn't that surprising. It does happen. Okay. There we go. Now, when they have, we did actually get the second ring up there, so they'll be easier to hang. Actually, they'll be easier to hang in general, just for display as well. Sneaky part of it. But also they'll be easier to hang for, or they'll be easier to like take off and hang on the back of like bathroom doors and stuff like that. Yes, I have more snap hooks. We restocked the other day 200 snap hooks in gold and gunmetal. Yay. So thank you for letting me restock my supply stash. I gotta get them integrated into my drawer, but that's a problem for future Katie. I have told Dallas I am going to train him on interfacing next week, which means that I can go in and like cut everything and I'll do the like first step of interfacing as well. But I'm like, if you do that, then I can like work on other shit that like the sewing or the cutting, like the stuff that's harder to train someone on. Like, and if you do the interfacing with the steam press, then we're just like, it's golden, to be honest. So I think we will actually proceed with that next week. I know he doesn't want to work on his week off, but it's like, dude, I need some support right now, please. Okay, what happened to you? You've only got a very certain portion stuck out. Was it this side or this side that it wasn't? I think in this case it was that I hadn't caught something. Oh, I haven't caught the bottom here. Okay, cool. That's easy enough. So that was the one difficult part with the cylinder arm, is honestly it let the layers gap, and given the issues I've had with the bobbin, I'm like, okay, I think we'll stick to only using it for circular stuff. And for some reason, I thought that we weren't doing this like upper ring because it, like this machine didn't go through. No, it can totally sew it. It's got a little bit of hesitation that you kind of have to work over top of the thing, but that's normal because it's such a big jump in like height, right? So working around that's fine. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, so what I was going to say is anything with iridescent D-rings is actually good. It gets gunmetal hardware on the... My goodness, these really didn't stick this time. But anyway, it gets gunmetal hardware on the strap itself. Yay. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to ignore the cylinder arm until next week when I can like, or maybe like tomorrow night, we'll come down and work on it. Monday, I'm going to take and just focus in on the children. Hey, Flynn. What's up, chatty boy? Really? Very chatty. What's up? Yeah? Oh, you're having a day, hey? Are you a chatty boy? Oh, hi. That was really fast. All right. Hi, I wasn't expecting you. How are you? Really? That's quite a statement. Come on, your chair's right here, bud. Ugh, you're so heavy. Here, do you want me to scooch you in so you can sit a little bit closer, like right there? Hi, buddy. How? How are you? Now, some of these defects I did actually notice before I turned them, which was glorious. That's way easier. So Flynn's right here. Hi. Mr. Purbody, what's up? Hey. But some of them, obviously, I turned completely. So, like, I gotta just snag this corner of the capybara. Kids had a field trip from SLS the other day for their summer camps. And they went to an adventure park just outside Calgary, Cobb's Adventure Park. And apparently they have capybara. And I'm like, what? I want to go see the capybara. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to have to go back with them later. When we're not quite so crazy in prep mode. Okay, I think that's all it was. Let's see. I hope that's the fix. Did we catch it this time? We almost did. Okay, we need to go in like 1/8 of an inch more. It is laying well enough that I'll be able to just do exactly this. I don't have to like. But I do need to go in just a tick more. There we go. That should be good. Okay, it's already got its hardware on there because I was like, all right, I can fix that while the hardware is on there. Obviously, with the black strapped ones, we will end up doing that with black thread. And then with the like other ones, with the unbleached, like natural cotton color ones, we'll do white thread. So first things first, we're going to do all the closing seams on everything, and then we'll go in and do straps on these. So, because then we actually do have small box bags, and we have like everything else too. So I am trying to avoid the super late night working right now because honestly I've been waking up well in the morning, like early. Well, not early, well, I guess it depends. It's like I've been waking up at like 6. Well, okay, last week I was waking up stupid early, which I did not appreciate. This week it's been mitigated to about 6:30, which is Actually, most of the week we've been up at 6, which has been good because that means that we actually get the kids to summer camps like well and truly on time, which is good for work for me. Well, okay, it gets them to camp, and then it gets me exercised, and then I get to like come home and work, which has been really good. Yeah, started going back and strength training, which has been like on the list quite a while. Obviously have not followed through until this point. I need to go cancel my other gym membership. Oh, that ran out of bobbin thread right there. But yeah, I'm like, it's only been what, like 3 days, and I'm already feeling really good. So we did really heavy. Oh shit, that still didn't get it actually caught proper. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that, and I'm going to go in a bit deeper. Just basically count this as a base, and then get in a bit harder on it. Alright, pull the bobbin thread. Zoom, 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 zoom. Yay, we did it. Do 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 do. Haha, there we go. That should work. Definitely want this to be like well and truly inserted, because that is the high stress point right there. There we go. All right. Gold hardware, or at least gold toned hardware. It's not actually gold. I wouldn't be able to afford gold hardware. I think it's actually probably brass plated, but whatever, it looks good, right? So sometimes it's just appearances. It's very shiny. I love it. We're also going to try a different layout for the booth tomorrow. So we're doing what's called the Z layout, however you pronounce it, which means that you like do the whole, basically it's 2 sets of tables, and then I'm going to do my grid wall in the back still, because it's still the easiest way. I was trying to figure out a way to also get the that like 4-way sort of like, oh good lord, this didn't even get caught down here. Okay. The 4-way like stand into the mix, but it just did not work. Because apparently 4-foot tables are fucking expensive. I'm like, I would need a 6-foot, a 4-foot, and then the grid wall. But 4-foot tables, like, well, they're adjustable height. And I'm like, I don't need an adjustable height table. It's part of it. And then they're like almost $100 a piece. And I'm like, ew. So I'm gonna actually, in the next couple months, because I want to test this Z layout for this setup, and then I want to test it out, or I want it for art market, because what it does is it puts product like right at entrance, basically, right? And part of why I want that for sure is that I'm catching people's eyes at the front of the booth, because I've noticed even my own browsing patterns is like, I typically am like skimming booths. So I need something that like I need something as a vendor that people can skim as well, because browsing patterns are very different between Fibre events and general events, even Otafest. So what I should have done is I should have tested this layout at Otafest, but we can always do that next year. And honestly, I feel like the one that we have right now is good enough for what ends up happening at Otafest. But if it proves to be really, 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 really good, then we'll shift what we're doing. Okay, yeah, that is really close to that edge. So let's eke this in by, I don't know, probably 1/8 of an inch. A little bit more. A generous 1/8. I'm gonna come up until I can see this zipper really well. There we go. That should be good now. Hell yeah, there we go. That's good. And then I'll pull the basting stitch for the bottom here later. The thing that's going to take a while on these that I always forget. Although actually it shouldn't take as long now because I've already punched the holes. I was like, but I still do need to go in and do all of the hardware. And that's always a pinch point. So let's see what we can get done. Yeah. Actually, at the point where I probably need to make another order for freaking tri-glides too. Damn it. I wish that my supplier of like my snap hooks would get me, or could get in the hell? No, I'm not answering a random number. If it's important, they'll leave a message. And if it's the kids' summer camps, well, they'll leave a message, A, and B, it's been a like number with a caller ID attached. Just getting too many fucking. Okay, went to voicemail. Yeah. It's Amazon calling about your order of an iPhone. What is this now? It's like iPhone 13s? Yeah, no. Jesus. This is like the second of those that I've also gotten today alone, which is super annoying. All right, anyway. Birdies are coming. Okay, let's just do the last couple of these patch jobs and then we can just focus in on the hardware for the last two of these. Sorry that I ticked the, Okay, what are you missing? This tells me nothing. It seems like it's probably missing. Yeah, oh, okay. We're missing the whole... Yep, okay. So we need to sew this from the back side as well because that's where that is the fail point. Okay, let's do this. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, I see. I see what happened here. Let's just do it from here. Basically, it hadn't caught along the denim, so I just had to go in on the stitch that we, like along the line that we basted together, because that tells me where the denim actually sits. And now it looks like it's probably golden. La 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 la. Did we get it so win? Do 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 do. Yep. Sweet. Good. Okay, get that in there. Good. 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 Yay! We did it. All right, do I have any more gunmetal? Oh, there's one left. Actually, oh no, there's two left. Perfect. Consumed far too much caffeine today. Don't need more this afternoon. I'm also out of Coke Zeros. I'm like, damn it. I should have gone to Costco yesterday. But honestly, I did not have the mental capacity for it, so. Plus I can survive a couple days without Coke Zero. I have 2 in the fridge. I have 1 for tomorrow, and I have 1 to carry with me on Sunday. I'm like, yes! Because they run a promotion of, like, with Sev, if you buy 2 Coke products, you get, like, 2 entries to Stampede for $32, which, so the Coke products are $5.50 or something like that, probably $6 with everything in, and then $32 for the entry. You're going to drink the Coke products anyway. And then it's like entry to the park. It's $24 off. So you still are saving like $19 between 2 people, which is insane. It is funny though, because I saw someone complain about the cost of Stampede. Stampede has never been cheap, okay? It's just like, it's not an event for everyone. Unfortunately, I hate saying that out loud, but it is true. But she was like complaining that they should make like the entrance more affordable or something like that. And a bunch of people were legitimately giving her advice about how to make it cheaper. And she's like, oh, that seems like too much work. And it's like, then what the fuck do you want? Like, they already do a lot of work to make it so that people can get in. Like, we started going more regularly because they have parade to park. Follow the parade in from like 11 to 1 on the freaking Friday, which we're lucky that we're able to go Friday. And it's free. And then we do as much as we can to make sure that it is as cheap as possible. So again, we're going to spend the cash. So Costco has like Stampede bucks for 20% off usually in April, May. And I'm like, okay, we know we're going. That's a lot of savings right there, right away, right? It's just like such a wild reaction of like, oh, well, I'm not going to put the work in. I'm just going to bitch about it. And it's like, oh my God. The other part of it is that Stampede does actually run as a nonprofit. So, and that's the thing is it's like, it employs a lot of people for 10 days. Including like, it's a really good way for young adults to enter the job market for 10 days without like completely disrupting all their summer, or to make some extra cash while they're working another job. So hi, cat. Mr. Cat. Wow. He's all like, why are you petting me? Okay. Now, we go in, we do all the finishing seams for everything, and then we sew the straps. What time is it? It is 11:30 in the morning. All right, and we're on like the last few steps here. That is actually really good. Now, was I planning on making more? 100%. Are we? No. No, we're not. Especially because I have to get the, I was like, because one of the other goals was getting totes or kato done, and I'm like, well, now we got to get the cylinder arm running before I do either of those, so. Damn. Oh yeah, we should actually wind the next bobbin as well. Yeah, we'll just crank along here on finishing seams, and then it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good. So now if you're like, what are you doing? This is called chain piecing. So it means that we like basically put them really close together. It's a quilting trick. Because obviously with quilting, you cut the big fabric into the little fabric and then make it back into big fabric. Much like what we're doing right now. Yeah, so it's called chain piecing. Basically, you just end up stacking your bags like this, or whatever pieces you're working on, and just try to sew really close together without catching each other. It reduces time because now when I go to clip, I'm just like, task switching takes more time than just going straight in and doing it. Like even to the point where I should have these all folded in before I get to the sewing machine, but that's where we're at right now. yeah, so you can trim them apart, and then it also saves thread. That's actually the bigger thing. So. By the way, for Stampede breakfast tomorrow, there will be pancakes in the morning, along with, typically there's whipped cream and fruit. Very elevated pancake breakfast experience. And then I do believe that Caroline said that they actually will have gourmet hot dogs in the afternoon, which is also super exciting. So even if you don't make it out for breakfast, you can still get some food. And then there's all sorts of beverages and all of that too. And of course, some really cool vendors in the marketplace, as well as, of course, the studio with all of the gorgeous Ancient Arts yarn. So. Alrighty, cranking along. I love when it's like just the last step and you're like, hell yeah, fast sewing. We're done after this. Woohoo. If I'm delusional enough, we might, or fast enough, we might get the majority of the snaps done before the kids even come home. And then it's like, what are we going to do after that? I don't know. I don't know. Pinky, take over the world. Pinky, what we try to do every night, Pinky. With the bags. Take over the world with the bags. Alright, now I'm going to grab the big old stack of the other ones in the bin here. Oh my god, there's a lot too many of them to do this, but I'm sorry, I almost knocked your chair over. Like, why are you disturbing my slumber? Okay, holy crap. Okay, come on. Come on. You know you wanna. You're first. And there's still a whole big bin of stuff to sew there. Oops. Might be leaving a lot of stuff to the last minute, as per usual. Although, to be fair to myself, these minis took a lot fucking long. Okay, A, my oomph got up and oomphed without me. And then B, there's just a lot of them. A lot more than I anticipated, to be honest. I think that's the issue. I don't know what happened here. It shouldn't have taken me this long to sew this many little bags. I guess we did get distracted by a couple things, but... And it's also just a lot. I think there's like... I don't know, I keep getting different counts. There's 37 or 38 that we're finishing right now, so... Hi, cat. What's up? Oh, buddy. Oof, your breath stinks. But you're a very happy kitty. Okay, we're actually going to do this one, and then I need to run up and use the washer. Some days, my system agrees with stuff. Today is not that day, from what I can tell. Okay, but we are going to crank along on these pretty good, because it's only been, what, like 5 to 8 minutes, and we're already through at least a quarter. So, I'll be right back. Chat with you soon. All right, we're ready to get back to it. I think, hopefully. Let's restart anyway. Oh yeah, so books I've listened to recently. I just finished The Heartless one this morning. And then which was by Emma Hamm. It is slightly spicy. It is the second in the series. The third is coming out in August. Is it mind-blowing? No. Is it terrible? Also no. It's like right in the in-between of like, I'm not mad at you, so I'll finish it for sure. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at with it. It's like, yeah, this isn't bad. Is it amazing? Also no. But then we started When the Crows Sing? What's the next one? It's by Veronica Roth. Yeah, I know you didn't want to take my Face ID. When Among Crows. And then it's part of a duology. I think I should probably put myself on the wait list for the second one, just so I've got it lined up. Because it does feel like it's going to be a ride. And it's almost like, well, I don't know what the page count would be, but it's only a 5-hour audiobook. So it's like very short. I don't think quite novella level, but it's also not like 16 hours or it's not double-digit hours. Speaking of which, so yeah, I'm going to go in right now and put the view details. Second one on hold. Or just, I can just borrow it. Sweet. To Clutch a Razor. And it looks like maybe the same length. I don't know, we'll borrow it and then we'll find out. They're absolutely spectacular colors. Or covers. Shelf, please. Thank you. 6 hours. So yeah, so it's not going to be... This is not a intense set of books to listen to over the next little bit. Oh man, I love this shirt. It's going with the Angry Apron Cats, which it's just like matched with almost damn perfectly. What time is it? It's bang on noon. Perfect. So we'll at least get everything sewn on stream today. And then when I have the kiddos home tonight, we're just doing TV night. I'll probably feed them Pizza Pops because they'll be delighted with Pizza Pops. Yeah, we're going to do TV. And I want to I got to get all the interiors done and all the straps done. And then after that will be the snaps. So that's probably what we'll work on once kiddos are home, or I'll work on once kiddos are home tonight. I say we like there's more than one person in the studio, but no, it's the royal we. Whenever I say it, take it as the royal we, or whoever's watching on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, you are part of the we. But interior's done. Get the interiors done. And then we go in and we do, so we're going to do all the minis. And then we'll do all of the interiors on the small box bags. Oh, I'm missing one. Small box bags and those things. Oh, you don't even have hardware yet. Okay. Let's run your hardware for you and then we'll continue. Anyway, what is it? Mini interiors, and then we're going to do small box bags? Tote bags? One of the two. And then we'll do whatever's remaining. I went and I did leg day today, and honestly, lifting weights feels so good. And it was heavy, so I was on the leg press. Oh, I put that one on upside down. Shit. Are we upside down? Yeah, we were upside down. Yeah, so my rule of thumb is warm up below what I would pick up if I picked up both kids. But then it was like single leg press was 50 pounds, which is one child or the other. They're both around 50 pounds. And then and then I did leg press with both legs because that's basically a squat. And I did I started at 90 And then I went up to, I think I did 110. Yeah, 90, 110, and maybe even up to 130. I definitely broke the 100 limit today, so that was cool. I don't normally push my legs quite that hard. I am going to be sore though, because I already feel what I did the other day, and it definitely was not that heavy. So the leg press also felt a little bit easier. Well, it's definitely easier than squats themselves, because you with squats you got to brace, body brace and stuff like that. So, but anyway. What is coming in? Okay. My phone is I gotta leave it off of work mode this summer because of the summer camps. So sorry if I'm a little bit more distracted by notifications. I gotta go through and actually do a mass unsubscribe, because it's just I just get way too much right now. And it's I'll sign up for stuff because it has some use for me for a little bit, and then it's I just need to do a digital cleanse. Sometimes they just do not serve their purpose anymore. So, no, you're stuck. Okay. All right. Now, all of these pockets, or the majority of these pockets, I'm literally looking at one of the few that is not this, but the majority of these pockets are upcycled dress shirts, thrifted or donated. I haven't gotten to the donation ones yet, so these are definitely still thrifted, mostly at Goodwill on their tag sales, or at the Goodwill bins. The Goodwill bins are amazing. I do try to stick still to 100% cotton fabrics, but I am getting to the point where it's fuck it. We'll do the poly blends, trying to still stick with at least a 60-40 or 50-50. For whatever reason, lots of sheets are polyester blend. Probably because, realistically, polyester does add strength to the short fibers of the cotton, because obviously polyester is basically you can make the staple length infinite, really. Oh, sorry. It'll be a hot one tomorrow. That's just an email from Caroline. I can read it later. Anyway, brain's gone. Brain has gone to default. Yeah, anyway, so the majority of these should be cotton, thrifted. All the denim is upcycled. So the only, about a half of this project is upcycled, which is nice. Obviously the Japanese fabric is new, as is the strap, hardware. The strap, the hardware, and the zips are all new. Have I considered upcycling zippers? Yes. Am I? No. It's a little bit too much. It's some things need to be new, unfortunately. Or fortunately. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, I need to do this. There we go. All right, these are coming together quickly. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It'll be good to get them done. And the ones that I was oh my God, why are these still over here and I haven't finished them? There's defects. That's why they're in timeout. One is I gotta take it apart and redo the very front forward sort of thing. So that's going to be a lot of work. And then the other one, there's something wrong with the cat one. I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's the zipper has to be, the welt pocket zipper has to be redone. The parasols, I got to redo the front zipper, blah, 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 blah. So they have defects that have to wait. It's annoying, but now I know. That's why they're in the whip pile, to be finished at a future point. It's like the mending pile, though. It only ever really grows. I don't really ever get it not growing, I guess. It should be a goal this winter when it's like slow period. Although if you were to ask when I have a slow period anymore, that would be an extremely fair question. I don't know anymore either. So, yay. Okay, come on. Thank you. Anyway, if you are unable to join us for the Ancient Arts Yarns Pancake Breakfast tomorrow, I am also at Omatsuri next weekend, along with a lot of other Japanese vendors or Japan adjacent vendors. Two very different vibes. Love them both. I love the fact that they are very different. Yeah, and like, I don't know, it's just really good times, both of them. So tomorrow there'll be a lot of food involved. Next weekend there'll be a lot of food involved because there's a lot of Japanese food vendors, so that's always fun and tasty. Yeah. Don't know what more to say. I will try and get any remaining stock into the shop after that, if there's any remaining stock. It's like it's always that situation of like, hey, come sell me out. Please don't sell me out. I am manifesting a sellout today because we just had to pay our property taxes. So please come sell me out tomorrow or at Omatsuri. Actually, yeah. Sell me out between the next 2 weekends, please. Thank you. Because that would be good. And then we could just start fresh for Knit City. I said that out loud and it was terrifying. Anyway. That's why sell me out. So I have, like, we're training Dallas on interfacing anyway. So he may as well, we should have a good reason. Come sell me out. Sell out the bags. We're supposed to be absolutely cooking tomorrow though, so make sure you've got are dressed appropriately for the pancake breakfast. Plus 29 and sunny, which is awesome. It means that we might have a surprise thunderstorm, but we shouldn't have a surprise thunderstorm, hopefully. Fingers crossed. There'll be pancakes and beverages in the morning. Not alcoholic, is not a licensed event, but beverages nonetheless. And then there will be gourmet hot dogs in the afternoon, which is actually super exciting. So, and if you're celiac or need to be gluten-free, there will be gluten-free options available as well, including pancakes, which is fucking awesome. So, yay. Yeah, and I'll be there with my kiddos because I'm going to go down to the Stampede grounds on Sunday and leave them with their grandma all day. So I'm not going to do 2 days of that. Plus the show is only on until, so it's 10 to 3. We have to be there at like the crack of dawn because I am sponsoring. So we'll be there stupid early to set up, which is nice of Caroline. Also gross. But yeah, so we'll be there from 10 till 3. Which means I think we have to leave here at like 6 o'clock in the morning or something stupid. Like we've been getting up early, but that means we have to be up about probably half an hour earlier than we have been the last few days. So, and it was a struggle to get the kids out of bed this morning. So they can have a sleep-in day on Sunday though, which will be good. And then we don't have anywhere to be on Monday, so I'm gonna crash at my in-laws' place. My sister-in-law's coming with me, and the kiddos will be there, so I'll crash on her floor, their floor. After Stampede, which will be awesome. I gotta actually organize with a friend, make sure she's good with the plans that we got. Yeah, it'll be good. But anyway. Oh, we need to charge the thingamabobber. I also need to charge the kids' iPads. Okay, so we need to charge the iPads. We need to charge the Shopify reader. That's the big one. And then, yeah, then we'll be better off. I also need to get a second reader for Tara for Knit City. All right, I think we got like 3 more minis to do. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! And then we'll do the totes, at least the ones that are on top. Actually, yeah, we'll do all the totes and then they're done because we need to put their tags in them in the wedge. And then we'll do the small box bags and then straps. And then snaps. Straps and snaps. Straps and snaps. Straps and snaps. And then tomorrow night we will work on getting that sewing machine apart because fuck this. It's annoying. And I need it for the dundern that I'm going to complete in the next week because that's one of the things we're going to focus in on for Omatsuri is the dundern. And I should have 3 of the, well, I've got 3 more of the crossbody bags ready to like sew, as well as one that just needs a leather strap. Yeah, so we need to do that as well. I am wondering if we should do part of the pocket on the exterior should actually be Japanese fabric as well. Like whatever the interior fabric is should actually be the exterior fabric, because now that we have that Oda coat, we could actually coat it and it would look really good. I think we're going to do that in future. Well, I may as well experiment with it for this, as long as I can get the cut out of what, like the fabric we already have, sort of thing. So yay, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Then just straps and snaps, straps and snaps. We're almost done the sewing, which is a huge accomplishment because there was lots and lots and lots and lots of bags. And we still have a few left to sew. I do still have actually some belt bag cuts, and I think they're right back there. We need to go through what's on this desk right beside me because I'm pretty sure there's some whips in there that we could finish up in the next, like, post Omatsuri. Because I have plans for Omatsuri that have to be finished, like the dundern totes. And I really would like to do like a half dozen water bottle holders because I feel like Omatsuri is the crowd that would appreciate water bottle holders. Yeah. All right, do we have room? And we can make room, whatever. Okay, so we've got the tags already cut for these guys. And then, okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we might have the wrong amount of tags cut. Nope, we're good. Da, 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 da. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna snag a few more cottons just in case. I feel like there's more cotton than that, but here we are. Let's see. Okay, so this is the revamped tote bag. It's got the cotton canvas bottom, cotton canvas, Japanese fabric upper, polypro webbing handles, and then it's just a nice open bag. There are no pockets, nada, because then here's the thing, pockets have their usefulness, but also they take up room in the bag. So this is just a nice drop and go. Throw it on the ground. It can be machine washed, versatile. You're going to the pool bag. It's a beach bag. Yeah, That's what I always propose these as, is like beach bags and stuff like that. It's really good. I did remove the zipper because the zipper ones are just not selling. And after some discussion about the Dundurn totes and how people actually typically are preferring them with snaps versus zips, I was like, let's revamp the tote bag to not have any closure. And I don't know if I'll offer it this weekend, but in future, especially on the website for these, they'll have an option for a snap. I still haven't quite decided on the price. I actually have to take a look at the cost of goods sold, which is like the fabric and all the stuff that go into these. I just need to double check where we're at with that typically. Because realistically, the only thing that came out was the zipper, so like everything else pretty much costs the same. So I need to revamp and just figure that out, and then that will determine my cost or my pricing tomorrow. And this is why we do need to get the cylinder arm working sooner rather than later, is because these are so much easier with the drop lining than. And the cylinder arm for the drop lining. Hey, Flinson, how are you? Oh, I know you are quite a cat. Yes, a fluffy boy. Yes, you are. Let's listen to you just screaming. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I know. I know. Quite a feat. Yes, I know. You are doing quite well. You are a Fluffity Fluffington, and you are still going through shed because I keep finding hairballs from him still. It's like, dude, how are you not done shedding yet? And he's also one of these cats that, like, long hair cat absolutely hates to be combed or brushed or anything like that. So he's always getting hairballs. Come on. Or like when he gets hairballs, it's like a whole season. Come on. Come on. Come here. I'll lift you up. Oh yeah, we'll also have a massive stock of gyoza bags, which I totally forgot to put on the website. I actually forgot to photograph them completely. So those will be with me tomorrow as well, and then they'll go up in the next round of updates too. I just realized, I'm like, wait, I did actually unmute myself, right? And we have. Yay me, I did it. I did it. Yay me, I did it. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. I don't need to be humming taps. I don't know why. That's what popped in my brain. All right. Fantastic. Not even like I've participated in anything. Were we at Remembrance Day this year? No, we didn't do anything for Remembrance Day this year either. Flashbacks from childhood, I guess. I don't know. Because, of course, we would do Remembrance Day with Girl Guides quite a bit. Okay, I think I do actually need one more cotton linen blend label, because pretty sure the Black Cats is cotton linen, not cotton. And I do typically sew these in on the other, like when I'm doing the first seam, but because these are drop-in lining, and I just wanted to be able to drop them into whatever bag was like grab lining, grab bag, sew together, I didn't put the labels in. Because then, yeah, I could just grab a lining, grab a bag, go, right? So that's why we're doing the labels now. Even, yes, it is a little bit more persnickety and a little bit more finagling to do it now, but it's easier. And it's, like, mentally easier than trying to... What does the tag say? Ooh, we put the tag in the wrong bag. Next time, I'm just doing care instructions. I'm not doing just care instructions. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that one one is cotton linen. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. And then I think we will actually pull this pile because it is stacked ridiculously high against my window. You know, I can't move that camera to show you, sorry. But I am going to run out of room here. Okay, good. The next bobbin is ready. I was just like, wait, we're probably coming up on the end here, but not yet. Not yet. Okay, I should still have another. Oh, no, that's an Obi tag. Nope. Okay. Well, it's not like they're not right here. Just we don't want to have one trimmed off right now. Clippy clips. Snippy snips. Ah, such a crisp sound. I love it. Okay, let's do the cats. It is. Look at how good this looks. I'm really glad I swapped from the black handles to the red handles because it just like it's such a good pop against such a like chill bag otherwise. Anyway, I think anyway, it's going to appeal to someone else as well. I just know it. Whee! Yay! Off we go. All right, last on the new totes. Totes, 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 totes. I don't know why that needed to be sung, but apparently we needed to break into song. There was totally an extra one in there. Damn it. Okay, well, whatever. Now I got extra for next time. Now I got extra for next time. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Yes, we have to remove these from the machine. Okay, now normally I don't clip them apart until tomorrow because a little bit of time saving. So we're just going to clip the totes off of the minis, like right here. Also just helps to like contain everything in one spot. Now, given the size of the totes versus a small box bag, I don't think we actually need to remove the minis. We just have to remove the totes. And then we've got a whole stack of small box bags. You are so wet there. Just from you cleaning, right? Yes, okay, stinky. Stinky cat breath, but nothing else. Okay, good. Fuck. Alrighty. And then I do have I've got like a suitcase upstairs in the garage reserved for these basically is what's happening. It's like, oh, this like suitcase is practically empty. And I'm like, perfect. Okay, so this is the whole stack of small box bags. Small bags. Actually, I'm gonna trim apart the totes because then I can throw them into the bin here, and then they're off of my, I can like place them in nicely and they can like chill there instead of taking up the space on the shelf, because then the small box bags can take up the space on the shelf instead. And also I can give you a preview. Oh my goodness, preview time. Oh my god, this like teal because of the, oh, it's so good, guys. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, I think that's actually better than the ones with the zips. I didn't think I was gonna like them that much, to be blunt. I usually like having a containment device on the bags because, like, given that I am selling mostly to knitters and crocheters, blah 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 blah, yarn people, it's like it's nice to have something that closes so that your cats or critters can't get in. That includes children. This one has very subtle cats. They mostly got taken up, but I do like the rest of this print. This is one of the last OG ones here. We've had that print for a very long time. So I will be happy that it is going to its homes finally. Because, yeah. Time to get some things to the homes that they're supposed to be in. So. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom doo doo dum 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 bum 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 da 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 dum dum. All right, I'll show off the rest of these to you as I get them. Their interiors into their exteriors. Oh my god, they're so good. Ugh. Honestly, these are good enough that I think we should almost put the leather tags on the exteriors for them too. So we do have the ones on the interior, but like, wouldn't it look really good with the, oh, but no, we're not going to do that because I want these to be machine washable. I'm pretty sure you could machine wash the leather, but like, I don't want to tempt the interfacing as part of it. And in this case it should be okay, but like on the minis and the Kato, between that and the metal hardware, I'm pretty sure it would damage the machine. Fucking adorable. Look at it. Look at that. You're totally my captive audience, so you have to look at it right now. It's just these like itty bitty little cats in the like bouquets, and it's nice and subtle. So like from here it just mostly looks like a floral bag if you ignore that one. But so like further away, it's a subtle cat bag, which is, I do like subtle cat bags sometimes because it's like some people love to shout that they love cats. And then some people like to be like, I like cats. And both are valid. I've got some cute Frenchies. This is another older fabric. So this is fun. I love that there's actually quite a few older fabrics mixed in here because then it adds more variety to the booth. This is cotton linen blend, so it's got a little bit heftier feeling to the top. Obviously, there's polka dots, and then there's little Frenchies on there. Again, a little bit more subtle. You can definitely tell that there's a print there, but it's not like Frenchies like the other one is. Unless you're like actually looking at what the print is. Wildly enough, that was one of the prints that I saw in the wild when I was at Knit City, Vancouver a few years ago. It was super cool. I was like, what? They like sat down beside us at Blowfish, Tara and I, when we were in between setup and stuff like that. And it's like, it was super cool. I loved it. Just little strawberries, very pink little strawberries, nice summer bag. Obviously picked up the pink with the strawberry with the Polypro for the webbing. Sorry, Flynn. I'm like, I moved his chair because I was like, oh, maybe he'll like sit in here more if he's even closer than he was. But I keep bumping it with my, when I turn. So I'm just going to move him so I don't like push him over, which is totally fine. Sorry. I'm like my wheels are going over garbage and I don't want to pick it up. Like in the wheel. There we go. Hi, I know. I'm sorry. I had to move you a bit. Just so I don't knock you over. You don't need to, you can just doze. You don't need to be disturbed every time I move. He's like, I want to be though. Okay. This is Laundry Day Cats. Oh my God. This is 2022 or 2023 fabric. So they're washing and drying and clipping, clothes pinning. This cat's on the line. Nice, quiet color palette, I would say. Pastel, dusty, that's what it is. Dusty pastels. As I mentioned when I was sewing this one, but if you weren't here, I'm really glad I went with the red handles because otherwise it is a very subtle bag anyway, but the pop of the red personally, I think it makes the bag. So it's like these little black cats on a white background that we apparently need to lint roll. And then the red handles are there because the cat actually has a red collar, so it pulls that out a bit and just makes the whole bag a much cooler, in my opinion, a bigger statement piece, while also being elegant. There we go. I think that's where I'm trying to get to. Okay, two more. We got not wisteria, koi and hydrangea, and it is on the Dobby, so that means it's that slubby warp and weft fabric. So it's got a really cool texture. And if you're wondering, you're like, Katie, why are you showing these off? We have a show tomorrow. I will be at Ancient Arts Yarn's Pancake breakfast and lunch. They're actually going to have hot dogs. And so that's what we're wrapping up for right now. Anyway, I really like the colorways on this. This is from May 2023 when Caroline and I went together. And I love it because that's what was in bloom when we were there, actually, where all the hydrangea were popping in Kyoto. So it was really cool. Little reminder of that trip all the time. And then this is also a 2023 fabric. So like I said, I haven't actually cut any totes in the new fabrics because they were not moving. If these start selling, then we will start adding in the new fabrics, but these are all like a little bit older-ish fabrics. Like not this trip, the last couple trips. Pretty sure this is May 2023 as well. It's these itty bitty little strawberries with strawberry flowers. We also apparently need to lint roll. That can happen tomorrow on a really light blue background. And then I went in with the brighter blue Poly Pro so that it complemented. It's not matching, but it complements. All right, now we're on to finishing the small box bags. And then we'll pull all the minis and get them. Apparently I'm just like gonna Godzilla smash my Metro sign here. It popped right off of the machine. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna finish the small box bags and then we need to do the straps, the sewing of the straps for the minis. And I'm delusional enough to think that we might be able to start the snaps before I go get the kids. Not quite delusional enough to think that I will finish all the snaps because snaps always take so much longer than I anticipate. But we will get cranking on them. And then if we have enough time, I will do some snaps on the needle stashes as well. That may or may not have been finished for nearly a year now, or more. Actually, I think they have been finished officially for a year now. It's like, you should probably finish those, Katie. It's like a bunch of stock that just needs snaps. But it is one thing I dislike about snaps. It's like when I'm done sewing, I want to be done the product, which is a terrible attitude to take. But mentally, that's where I'm at. By the way, the cylinder machine is currently out of commission because it freaked out and it wrapped some thread around the bobbin case. Not a big deal. You should be, and well, okay, the big deal is it threw the timing out. Dallas can fix the timing. That's not a big deal. But then it wrapped a second set of thread around it and it's like now it's jammed. And it's like, okay, we'll take the bobbin case out. Not a big deal, right? Because it's an industrial metal monstrosity. Yeah, I can't budge the screws for the actual bobbin case. I actually gave myself like a blood blister bruise yesterday or something. I don't know what, because it's a little precision screwdrivers because the screws are itsy. And they're tightened right down to fuck. And I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to get these out? So I've oiled them. Now with sewing machine oil, maybe I need something else that would, like a heavier duty or oil, but I don't want to put a heavier duty or oil in my fucking bobbin case. Apparently this is the part that we're swearing about today. Anyway, this machine has had more bobbin issues than this one has had in like 14 years, 12 years. When did I buy it? 2014, I think, is when I bought this machine. So I've had more issues with the bobbin. It's like, but most people agree that it is just one of those things that just is the bane of the LS 1341. It's a Juki still. Is that the like, even a wisp of thread under the frickin' bobbin case, goddamn bobbin case, will just throw the whole operation off. And I'm like, yay, fantastic. Anyway, so, and then the other issue is that I threw it out of timing once yesterday. I got it reset. I thought it didn't. So Dallas followed the same damn video and got it running. And then it got more bobbin thread around the goddamn bobbin case. So it's in timeout right now. Anyway, I think, so what I was using it for was the minis. I think what we're going to just do going forward is we're just going to use it for curves and like inserting drop-in linings. And when I say curves, I mean stuff like the Sheena. Because I swear up and down this flat deck, the one I'm working on right now, Sakura, because that's Belle. But anyway, Sakura couldn't do the 3 layers of cotton webbing, and then it turns out that actually it can. I just have to be smart about how I start it. I'm like, what? So the minis do have they were always supposed to have an upper like D-ring, and I've decided to add that back in. I was like, hey, I can like sew it with the walking foot, and I do think actually the stitching from the walking foot's probably a bit more secure, so we might still use it there. But yeah, but no, the flat deck is perfectly fine sewing 3 layers of cotton webbing. I'm like, why did you fucking freak out like when we started making these 2 years ago then? Why? 3 years. Wait, has it been 2 or 3? I realized that we have been sewing the Kato for a full 4 years now, which is actually insanity. Thank you for making it such a long-lasting product. It is perennially popular. Yeah. It, along with the small box bag, are both extremely popular, so. Anyway. I gotta write a list because there's some stuff I need to make and I want to make it now. But I can't. I want to make grime guards. I don't know why that's in my brain right now. I think it's mostly because I just looked over and there's a grime guard just waiting to be finished over here. But I want to make grime guards. I feel like they would be easy-ish. Easy enough. They have to be serged, hemmed, and elastic. It's not that big a deal. I also have like a big stack of them from when I first was making them. It'd be nice just to get them all done and into the, even if they just go in the discount bin, because at this point, the ones that aren't done yet should just go into the grab and go bin. My nose is really itchy. What the hell? Anyway. Brains. I need some more brains, please. Actually, no, I need more time. Do I need more brains? I need more time. This is not folded correctly yet. Okay, you get out of here. No, get on there. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Next. Now all of these are the older fabrics because that's what has been in the whip bin for since February. I think I tried to, oh yeah, we like tried to get these done. I think they were actually cut for Knit City last year and then didn't get done for that. And then we got all the white stitched ones done for February. And then the black stitched ones just kind of languished for a few months. But hey, actually, all things considered, we got those minis done pretty fast since I did cut them for Otafest. It's only been 2 months. That's not bad at all. Less than 2 months. And they're like done. And the ones that I was like, oh my God, why are these in the whips? Are like timeout. They're still back. They're back in timeout. The cat face one needs to have its zipper reinstalled in the welt pocket, and the parasol one needs to have the one of the interiors reinstalled on the zipper of the front pocket, because I'm just like, that isn't gonna fly. It's like it's too far over on the one side, so even if I seamed it, it wouldn't catch. So I'm like, all right, no, you just need to be seam ripped and redone. Annoying but true. So I don't know when that's gonna happen. It'll happen eventually, maybe not. I might be staring at them in 2 more years and being like, why aren't these finished? Oh, that's why. No, I should do them while I'm conscious of what it is. We do also have a few more that haven't officially been like, they were cut, but I didn't get the denim cut for them, same as a few box belt bags. So I'm pretty sure they're on this desk that's like over here, where you guys are technically sitting. I'm pretty sure the cat's been sleeping on them. So I should just get them finished as well. It's all the justs, right? Just get this done, just get this done, just get this done. And it's like, they add up. Actually, one thing I do really want to just get done is a few water bottle holders. And I think that might be something that I do last minute add on for Omatsuri next week. I want to get, I have to get Dunder and Totes done that we've got the Obi ones. Obi wax canvas ones. Those have to be finished for next week. We have to finish the large traveler slings, which are right here. And then I kind of want to add in a few water bottle holders, because I feel like that's just the vibe of that event, and it's also summertime, and so water bottle holders would just be extremely useful. I should then also just start like, this would be actually probably a really good idea, is like have it and then use it when I'm at the gym, because I typically do like not a mile, about a kilometer warm up, and I could like use one of my own water bottle slings while I'm walking around the track. That'd be kind of cool. And then like self-promotion, right? So anyway, always trying to think of ways to make more sales, because here we are, we're a business, right? So all right, we are actually almost through this pile as well, which, hurrah, in salutations, blah, 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 blah. And again, anything that is left remaining after Omatsuri will go up in the shop. I'm going to aim for maybe in August, like early August update. Gives me a couple weeks to like process photos and stuff like that, while also getting other shit done, hopefully. Yeah, so that'll be the goal. We will also have I haven't worked on them right now, but all of the gyoza bags I missed photographing for the last update. So any remaining stock of them will also go up into the shop at that time. So, but if you see anything here, you're watching, or you're on Instagram or whatever, and you see something, and you're like, I need that, always feel free to message me, and we will get like an invoice sorted out for you. So again, the royal we, or me, myself, and Flynn. Apparently Daly is too good to hang out with us right now. All right, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small box bags left. We've done it. Oh, and here's the blue version. So I showed you the tote earlier. This is the blue version of the tote. I can't tell you which one I like better. I love them both. It's like the itty bitty black kitties amongst the bouquets. So, 7 more. 7 more. I'm so done. I'm like, I want to be doing something else. I want to be cutting fabric. That's what I want to be doing. And I want to be sewing water bottle holders. And I want to be doing, I don't know. Oh, the one thing is the pattern that I'm looking at for the water bottle holders, I think I will add, the only thing I'm going to modify on it, just because I don't want to have to think otherwise, is I think I will add a drawstring to the top, Mostly because then it feels like it would be a little bit more secure. But at the same time, if you wanted to, you could like fold it down into the bag and just ignore it. So, but I feel like it would make it a better use item in general. Actually, I should make some kids versions of them because that would be good for the children as well, including my own actually. And then, ooh, and then they could carry it while we hike, and then Dallas wouldn't have to carry them, and it would be far less weight. And they're old enough to carry their water bottles, but they like it's like so the situation with the hike is it's like a backpack is a little bit too intense for them at this point. But if I was to make them water bottle holders, then they could carry the water bottle. And I feel like that is a backpack would be age appropriate. But like I want all of us to go out and have a good time, and making them carry a backpack with a bunch of stuff is not going to be a good time right now. So, yeah. 3 more? 3 more. Thank fuck. We've gotten a lot done today. This is part of why I do leave my finishing seams until I can do a whole big batch of finishing seams a lot of the time, because it's like such a like I don't know. Well, okay, part of it is it's like, oh yeah, and then sorry, I'm going to disrupt that like long train of thought with here is a sepia version of the black cats with the bouquets. So as you can see, the further back you get, the less or the more subtle, less obvious the little black cats become. I really, like I said, I don't know, all 3 of these colorways that I have of this are fucking amazing. I will not have the only one that I'm going to have like the red blue version in is the tote bag, but these obviously are both in the small box bag, and I won't have these 2 in the tote bag at this time. We might later in the summer, given again if those revamped tote bags sell well, then 100%. I think I'll probably still finish, even if they're not like an insanely quick seller. I think I'm still going to mostly do I'm gonna finish up what I've got cut so that I don't have to like reinvent what we're making from them. Because they're cut to a very specific size, and most of them already have their canvas on the bottom. Blah, 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 wine. But yeah, if I don't have to like totally reinvent the bag, that would be good. Okay, last small box bag. Yeah. Then we gotta do straps. We gotta do straps. Then we can do the snaps. Okay, I am going to behave myself and actually, A, I'm going to turn the machine off so I don't step on anything. B, we're going to trim down the chain piecing here because that just feels more responsible. Does it take a little bit of time now? Yes, but then I don't have to do it in the morning. Are going to have to tag them in the morning. We are not tagging tonight unless I suddenly have a bunch of free time, which if I do, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna go start my mini perler beads because I bought myself a bunch of mini perler beads for my birthday, and then haven't had time to like do anything with them. Actually, no, I probably wouldn't do that. I don't know what I would do. Oh right, okay. So I realized I said what I was listening to for books, but I'm also actually reading a physical book. Eyeball read a book in physical paper copy, which I don't know what it has been recently, but holding a book has been like the barrier to me accessing literature right now. Anyway, so the hard copy book that I'm reading right now is actually Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I am loving it. I need to actually put myself on the wait list with the library for the next one. So, because as much as I want them on the shelf, I'm also like, don't know if I want to spend the money on them. And I want to be supporting our public library. So, because they have, everything's under attack in this province right now, including the libraries. And it's like, you do understand the government, provincial government, UCP, that the people who attack the libraries are almost always on the wrong side, right? Right? You understand this, right? But, ugh. Anyway. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna floof these and then I'm gonna throw them onto the totes in the bag. We've got exercising Frenchies. We've got, I've got a few more back there to trim too, but we're gonna do the ones that are on my lap or else I'm gonna run out of room. These ones are like windows onto Japanese gardens is what I call it. And it's in the Merlot or purple, I don't know what you wanna call it. This one's like a dusty sage. So they're like the same print but different colorways. Now the small box bags are really good for socks, kids knits, hats, etc. You can fit about 300 grams of fingering weight yarn in here. So 1, 2, 3, and then you still have space for your project. And obviously as you work down the yarn, it's going to create more room for your project. I always suggest that this is the starting point and then you get like bigger bags as the bag, like as you outgrow the bag, because obviously. So this is a good spot. And then the next larger size would be the Kato. And then the largest size we have right now is the tote bag, which is why I didn't want to completely give up the tote bag because it is a good size for the giant projects that, fuck. Okay, I need to open that back up because the corner didn't get completely sewn. There. And that nail just got caught. Ooh. I experiment, like, I've been doing the press-ons for, what, like just over a year? Yeah. And I really enjoy them. They usually are popping off by this point, but, so I changed up how I applied them this time. And let me just tell you, they are sticking so much better. And so I changed up, I did actually do a cuticle remover, which I am going to change up a little bit more this next round, but not by much. I did the like Sally Hansen cuticle remover. And then I think what the other thing I did to help make them stay on longer is just holding them in place with less pressure, apparently. And about 2 minutes per nail. So it did take a little bit longer to apply, but they have stuck around far longer as well. Like they're going to wear out before they fall off this time. So that's cool. I like it. I'm like, sweet. And it's like, this was a really good pair to experiment with because they were also like $8 at Winners. I'm like, awesome. And I'd been eyeing them up for the past year because I really like the kiss nails. Now these are shorts. I do prefer the mediums typically. So, but on the flip side, I have noticed that these short nails have actually not gone in the way as much as the medium nails. So I might stick to the shorts for now, and then mediums for like special occasions sort of things. I don't know. I'll have to, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. We're going with vibes right now. Really. Okay, we're almost done. Turning these, or just like, not even turning these guys, we're just popping them into their proper like shape here, and then they'll go in the bin. And then, man, it is really tempting to just take them in the bin tomorrow. Like, pack the bin. But I think the suitcase will still fit better right now, so. All right, got like little embroidery puffs. We've got micro strawberries. This one is cranes with like Japanese florals on navy. We have the older hedgehogs, which is a 2022 fabric, I think. Dogs are definitely in that like 2022, 2023 as well. Little Red Riding Cat and Wolf Dog. Doggy Wolf is definitely 2022. We got strawberries. I'm pretty sure the strawberries are May, mostly because Japan is very seasonal based, and so May makes more sense for strawberries for Japan. And then we've got the orange citrus on the Navy Dobby. Dobby being a slubby warp and weft fabric, so it's got a texture. And that was from November 2022, from what I remember. So there we go. And I'm pretty sure we're already out of the pink on that one as well. Hedges, and then straps. So what we'll do, actually no, we gotta open up this one that I set aside because it's one corner didn't get completely stitched. And since we're here and I'm like actually delusional enough to think I'll finish today, we should just open it up and get it done, and then it doesn't go into timeout. No timing out unless it's like completely disastrous. In this case, it's not completely disastrous. It's not like the zipper's been installed wrong or something stupid. Anyway, the only problem is my seam ripper's all the way over there and I don't feel like getting up for it. But I do need to get in. Okay, which corner is it? Of course, it's the opposite corner. Of course. Okay. Go. Pick the stitching, open up the bag again. 'Cause I missed a defect and we've got to fix it. So when I talk about like it being faulty workmanship and that's covered under a warranty for a year, this is the sort of thing. If you find a hole in your bag, because I miss it, because it happens, that's covered under your warranty. If the hole develops because you've used it for a year and it's wear and tear, it's not covered. Just faulty workmanship, which this would fall under. All right, let's get that corner. Get the corner, then stitch the corner. Because we don't want holes in bags, because they can get wrecked easier. Stitch the corner, stitch the box edge of the corner. Turn the machine on, else you can't stitch. Because there's no power to the machine. There we go. We got it done. No more threat of timeout. Yeah. Sweet. Alright, so there is all the small box bags done and dusted, and we've even trimmed them apart, which typically doesn't happen until the morning of. Yay! Now we gotta trim the minis apart, and then we're gonna sew the white cotton webbing, and then we'll swap the threads and we'll sew the black cotton webbing, and then they just need snaps. Straps and snaps, straps and snaps, straps and snaps, straps and snaps. My ear is itchy. Why is the exterior of my ear itchy? All right. We'll never know. Oh, that's why it's so much clearer. Okay, I'm going to put you back over here. Honestly, having my switch clear was really nice. Okay, which one was the last one? Was it? It's one of these guys. Sweet. All right, come here, my pretties. Right, you went right into tote bags. That's why yours is like that. And we need the freaking thread catcher back. Okay, now these get divided, obviously, into black webbing and white webbing piles because I am not stitching black webbing with white thread. No, that just does not work. Okay, and then this is what I mean by straps and snaps. We got to do the strap, and then we'll go in and we will do the snap for the upper here. If you like that looked extremely crooked, it was, because I'm fussing with it right now. And then I did start adding back in the the D-rings, because in part because it's actually part of the bag feature, and then I realized that it actually needs to be in there for stuff like hanging it in a washroom and stuff like that. And then I was also like, that's going to be way easier to actually display even at shows. So there we are. Okay, so that was black. This is white webbing, so that'll start the white webbing pile. I think there are fewer white webbing than there is black webbing. That's typically how it goes. But Yay. Okay, let's zip you up because that's a good marker of how well you came together. You came together beautifully. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to do a snippety snip and a snippety snip and a snippety snip and yeah, fuck it, yeah, let's just do this and then we'll tuck everything in because again, task switching takes more time. So if we just snip all of these and then stuff all of these and then sew all of these, we'll be golden. All right, and it is what, 1 o'clock? Okay, just after 1. So I'm pretty sure I started seaming these, like doing all the finishing seams at just about dead noon. High noon. So we're doing pretty good, all things considered. And as much as it makes me feel less accomplished to not have them all done, like I was like struggling maybe a bit with getting stuff done, or wasn't gonna have a lot of stuff. Just being able to go through and do a shit ton of finishing seams and having a bunch of stock suddenly be like, and we're ready, is really fun. As much as I was bemoaning the fact to Caroline the other day, I was like, I feel like I'm not gonna have anything done. But here we are. It all just like kind of comes together all at once, of course. Plus there's like over 30 of these, which in and of itself is just a lot of work. And we're still not done what I even cut for me. Oh God. They're like, no, this chain piecing is not strong enough to hold us together. Okay, cool. I know, there's a big pile of you back there. Chill out. We'll be fine. They're like, no, we won't. We're delicate flowers. No, they're not. All right, so this is the faster part of chain piecing. Also, again, uses a lot less thread because you are like just going in between instead of pulling them like bag away from the machine and then like trimming and blah, 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 right? So this is why I try to chain piece as much as possible. Does it always work? No. Sometimes that's because of the way the bag is shaped, and sometimes that is because of brain power. Sometimes just making my brain wrap its head around chain piecing just doesn't work. Or my machine sometimes fights it. And so sometimes it's just easier and better to not chain piece. Because if the machine's fighting, you're not having a good time. It's a no good fun time. So there's also that. All right, we're getting there. Bum, bum, bum. Whee! I don't need Snow White's dwarf song stuck in my head. Thank you. Oh God. Breaking apart. Breaking apart. I don't want to be having you break apart. Plunk. Okay, come on, my great big old pile. You're almost done. There you go. There's still a lot of you down there, I guess. Or you're just getting caught. Yeah, they're just getting caught. Okay, so it ends with the birds. The birds are the last one. So we're almost there. And then we'll sort the pile, we'll stuff the pockets as we sort the piles into black and white webbing. I am going to, oh, right. Actually, never mind. I was thinking I was going to switch to the zipper foot for doing the webbing, but I just remembered that no, that doesn't work because it's like, the zipper foot, doesn't put the same pressure onto the feed dogs. And so it doesn't actually do well for the straps because it's not enough pressure to like make stuff go like the webbing go through the under the foot. So never mind. We're not doing a zipper foot, which means I might have to do some adjustments on the depth of the fold over at the top, but that's okay. We can do that on the fly. That's why clips are glorious. You can just be like moved. All right. So, white webbing. And I'm going to actually take my rings off because they are getting in the way a little bit. So one thing that they kind of get in the way. Oh God, my wedding band. Okay, good. Actually, it was worse this morning. So I take them off to go to the gym and do the weightlifting because I don't want them like rubbing against the metal of the weights. And I have them like tucked into my one pocket, my generous pocket, in my workout gear. But the problem is that's also where my phone is. So I actually pulled my phone out today and felt my engagement band drop out of my pocket. Thank God I had a momentary pause of like, I think something fell out of my pocket because it was like right on the track. I was like, oh God, no. That would have been really, 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 really sad. Anyway. All right, black strap. I know this is a black strap as well. I love just this like tangle of freaking straps that's on the sewing table right now. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Thank you. And then we'll fluff and primp them tomorrow, probably, as we're putting them out. But everything's together. We'll do... I also end up catching a lot of, like, defective sewing lines and stuff like that and seams when I'm putting stuff out or doing the snaps. So, like, it's not guaranteed that all of these will make it to the show tomorrow, but the majority of them will. So, anyway, how many do we have? 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm like, how many did we actually end up finishing or are going to be on the path to finish? Because realistically, straps shouldn't take that long. Probably another hour, hour and a half. 8. So we'll at least be able to start on the snaps before I go get kids. Which, yay, I do not want to be putting snaps in at 2 a.m. because we got to leave at like 6. So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Ah, goddamn. Like right there. That needs to be caught a bit better. Okay. That is something that we can fix though, like on like in a moment. 9. 10. Oh, that's the one that the tag fell off of. Okay. I was turning them in the Jeep while we were driving Dallas to the airport last night. And I noticed that a tag had fallen off. Like 10, 11, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 13, 14. If you're watching this later and you're counting your knitting, I am so sorry. 14, 15, 16. I really like this one. If I needed another bag right now, this is the one that I would keep for myself because my goodness, I love the colorway of it. I love the leather pairing. I love the shirt inside. It's cranes. It's just so good. All right. What is that? 16, 17, 18. Reminder that all the neon fabrics, like these mushrooms, are blacklight reactive, so they will glow under blacklight. I guess I should actually bring that. Was that like 19? Actually, let's charge it, then I can bring it tomorrow. I have lost count. I'm pretty sure that was what, 19? Give or take a couple. Come on. Oh, okay, so never mind. That was a lie. I thought that we were only going to have this colorway in the tote, but we're also going to have it in the mini traveler sling. That's the itty bitty kitties with amongst the bouquets, and I really like the shirt for this one as well. It's like little like tiny florals. 20, so 21. 22. 23. Oh shit. Okay, nope, never mind. That needs a fix along its edge. Okay. And so this is a lot of time why these get put into timeout, is because I'll notice something as I'm like in the wrap-up stages. And like when you're in the wrap-up stages, you don't necessarily want to be going back to refinish stuff. Now, in these cases though, it's like we went from so many mini traveler slings to so few minis. We'll probably finish them, especially because these are two really popular prints. So in that case, the Constellation one needs to have its like side seam caught, and then the Kanji cat needs to have its like upper caught just a bit better. Nothing major, but definitely like will increase the longevity of the bag. Okay, I've lost count. I give up. Whatever. It's over 20 right now for sure. I think that was probably 23, 24, but it also depends if I do actually get those like seam ripped and finished. We'll find out in a few minutes. So maybe I'll actually, when we're sorting maybe for snaps is when I'll do my counts then. Oh, this one turned out really good. I love the contrast of this darker fabric against, and like, but at the same time, how this blue like complements the lighter blues that are in this. This is another Dobby print. It's got a slubby warp and weft. Again, trying for a few more like traditionally masculine coated fabrics, and I figured that that's a good one for that. Okay. Although these dogs are really good too, so. Whew. Like half like I am ready for a nap, and half like do not nap. Just keep working. I guess we'll see how we progress through this afternoon. Maybe I'll get a nap in before I pick the kids up. But at the same time, I'm like, I've been tired enough at night to actually go to bed and sleep, so I should probably just chill on the napping. At the same time, where I'm like, I have been awake too early this week on a couple of days, and I need to catch up. It's like half and half. It's already 1:15, so I have like 3.5 hours to work, so we'll see what ends up happening. I'll definitely be able to start the snaps before this. It'd be really nice if I could get all the top caps into the leather. I think that was a good goal. And then we'll go in, we'll do the bottom caps after. Like, I'll do that once the kids are home. I will not be streaming tonight. We are not doing a late night tonight. If all else fails, I will carry the snap press with me, and I will press snaps into minis tomorrow morning. Obviously, I would prefer to avoid that, but sometimes needs must. I might actually bring the needle stashes and do that though, because honestly, just get it done. I know that they won't be good for Omatsuri, but it would be nice to have those in stock for Knit City. Because here's the thing, as much as I'm working towards Pancake breakfast tomorrow and I'm working towards like Omatsuri next weekend, I actually need to also be working towards Knit City and Art Market. Because we actually only have 4 more in-person markets this year, including tomorrow, which is kind of terrifying because honestly I make better sales at in-person than I do online. So here's hoping that follows through and we get good sales at these events. I'm really hoping Art Market is a good market for me. Definitely a different clientele, which will be good. There'll be lots of new people, which is nice. I'm hoping that Knit City matches or exceeds Vancouver last year. I think it has the potential to, simply because it's like we have the momentum now of it switching locations, same as Toronto and Montreal, so it's less unexpected. Blah 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 blah. So we'll see. I guess we'll see. All right, 1, 2, 3. Good. 4 more to turn. Yay, and then we'll stitch the zips. Stitch the zips. Stitch the zips. Zippy, zippy. Oh no, we'll do the repairs and then we'll stitch the zips. Repairs, repairs, repairs. 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. Including this one. On my lap, we're almost done the turning. They're almost done. We're almost done. Only 2 more steps to go. Oh, and I guess we have to glue down the labels that are like being picky about their denim and not adhering properly. Do 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 do. Zip. Yay. 1 more. 1 more. 1 more. Stuff you in, stuff you in, stuff you in. Do do. Stuff you in, stuff you in, stuff you in. Get the pockets in the bag. Now they're ready to sew. I'm gonna go grab my seam ripper now. Flynn's like, why are you singing, lady? My throat is so dry right now. Ugh. I thought I brought my water bottle down. No. Okay, next time I go upstairs, I gotta grab it. Hi, bud. Wow. How are you? Yeah, I know. You are a cat. Are you enjoying your chair lounging? Yeah, you are. Yeah, he is. Okay, these are actually pretty straightforward. So let's just get them seam ripped, fixed, and back in production. And actually, wait a minute. I've got bubblies. A peach bubbly. Haha, success. Okay, that is better. My throat's like, thank you. Okay, let's get this opened. And then, so for this one, yes, it is easier to just open the whole damn thing, unfortunately. This one needs just a little bit extra. So basically it didn't get fully caught on this upper corner. So we're just going to go in, catch it on that upper corner. Oh yeah, I see what happened. It definitely did not get caught on that corner. Shit. I should have realized that before I did the turning. Dun 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 dun. So again, if that was something that ended up causing issues, I would count that under, even that I would count under manufacturing defects for repairs and stuff like that. And I'm sorry I sound like a broken record about this, but like I said, I feel like I was taken advantage of earlier this year. And so it's like laying the ground rules for what is my responsibility to repair. That right there, if you were to catch it, I would count as a manufacturing defect because that is my job to make sure that it's actually sewn into the seam. If I hadn't caught it it could cause the bag to wear faster, right? So that's why I would count it under that. However, if it doesn't cause any issues for that within the year time period at the same time, then I wouldn't count myself responsible for it. Sorry, 1 second. It sounded like someone came in the house. No, get the fuck out of here. But like, I'm pretty sure my door's locked. Yes. Yeah, and there's nothing out there. Weird. Okay, yeah, and the last saved was me / my neighbor watering her plants. Oh no. Okay, cool. Just, do you know what? Actually, maybe it wasn't the door. Maybe it was the vehicle going by. Although I didn't hear a rumble, but that doesn't mean much sometimes. So, anyway. Misplaced concern. Oh shit, don't you fucking dare get wrapped around something else. Thank you. What were you wrapped around? You're all out, but you're all dirty. The bobbin thing freaked out. All right. Ooh, that's like really dark for a very long time. Shit. Okay, I'm glad I caught that before it caused issues again. Because that is the one time that thread has caused issues on this machine, is I like got it all wrapped around the hand wheel, drive shaft, whatever the hell this would be called. And that did cause this to leak oil. So I guess, but that was also my fault. The cats were like up on the desk and then it got caught and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it was a sad circumstances. Not quite the same dramatic, like, oh my God, I'm not going to work because there's a piece of thread under me. Like the bobbin case on the cylinder arm. Because obviously it's a beast, but it's also being a bitch. Our pumpkin. So we had a volunteer, self-seated. What the hell you call it? I call them volunteers. Apparently that's a new term, but or term most people don't call them. I call it like the ones that just pop up from your garden and stuff like that. Volunteers. Anyway, we had a pumpkin volunteer from last year, and it has just suddenly like gotten, the plant itself has just gotten huge. We also had a bunch of volunteers from our sunflowers from last year, which is super exciting. I love it because we had some really good sunflowers last year. So now I'm curious which ones actually self-seeded or volunteered. I'm like, which ones were you? Right, so okay, this one is the constellation one. It is well worth getting redone now. Okay, so which side was skipped? Not that side. It was the front side with the, yeah, okay. Cool. So we're going to do another stitch line along here. No, it wasn't. It must have been this side then, hey? Yes, okay. I can see exactly where it was on this side. Okay, so we're just going to go from the zipper here. We're going to blend in the line, and then I'm just going to eke it over. It's like barely a 1/4 inch. I think it's like maybe 3/16. Like it's not quite an 1/8, not quite a 1/4. It will make a difference on the sizing of the bag, but at the same time, it's like then all the fabric is caught. Again, increase the longevity of the bag. If that was left to be on its own, it would probably wear out way faster. But now it's fixed. All right, that was worth not putting it into timeout. All right, and we got to re-glue or glue on or re-glue a bunch of labels. Okay. That's right, because this one didn't have a label. This is one from last year, though, that we did not get finished. So yay us. Getting old projects done. Done. Actually, we did get enough totes done that I was able to condense into one bin, because that's what the whips are currently in. Actually, it's what the finished products are in right now. Ready to go upstairs to the other suitcase we're taking, the other stock case. So that's fun. All right, we're on to straps. So all that's left is straps and snaps. Straps and snaps. Yay, us. And I can put my rings back on because we're not doing any more turning. Those rulers can go down in there. Rings back on. Rings back on. Ding. 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 So I had to take my engagement band in for repair. It must have been like 3 weeks ago now. And the woman's like, how long have you had this? And I'm like, well, almost 14 years. And she seemed so shocked. She's like, what? That I'd had my engagement band. Because she was like, oh. I'm like, isn't that the point of an engagement band? I know a lot of people upgrade, but like, you can't tell me that everyone upgrades their engagement band. Like, I'm happy with mine too on top of it. It's just such a weird interaction. Anyway, I had to take it in though because it was like, actually the band was actually cracked and it was like gonna fall off eventually. And then we have like a care plan on it. So I thought the care plan took care of repairs as well. Apparently it doesn't. But it did take care of it getting like re-rhodium plated and everything like that. So it's nice and shiny. And actually they did also, I had been seeing some wear down on the heart bottom, like heart points on the bottom. And it took care of that too, which I'm like, okay, that's good because that was getting concerning. But anyway, yeah, it was such a weird interaction. Oh, you still have your engagement ring from 14 years ago. Yeah. Why wouldn't I have my engagement ring from 14 years ago? We'll have been married 12 years on the 19th. Like, Jesus. I guess I'm bragging a little bit too there, but like, truly, come on. It is hilarious though, because it's like, well, not hilarious. It is kind of sad, but we have outlasted like 2 other marriages already, which is insane. Although at this point we've also been together for 17 years, so people's life goals change, which makes sense, or yeah, whatever. All right. Shove it under, let's get it stitched, stitched. Yay, us. This us includes us and Flynn and anyone watching on YouTube. It's like a capital U, us, much like the we. Royal we. Well, no, the we, not the royal we. The cumulative? Communal? Communal. I think that would be the better description of it. All right, we got 3 going. Ha, ha, ha. Three done. 4 coming up. Actually, let's try and get these shoved under because they're a little bit closer into that one. There we go. 4 coming up. 4 coming up. Da 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 da. 4. 5. And I'm almost ready for a snack. So once we get straps done, I'm gonna go grab a snack. I'll move the camera around to the cutting table because that's where we'll do the snap pressing. That makes sense anyway because honestly the next round of work that we're going to stream is probably going to be cutting. Yes, because we gotta do the wax canvas and stuff like that for the Dundurn. Was that 5? 5. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that makes the most sense to be honest. Okay, let's shove you underneath too. Get. Thank you. Okay, this is 6. As long as I can get it underneath here. Get it under, get it under, get it under. Yay! We did it. 6. Woohoo! 6. I want a second line of stitching there, please. There we go. Can I do it? Yes, I can. I can do it well enough. Can't go further under, else I'll break my needle. But there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ha ha ha. Lucky number 7. Ha ha ha. 7, 7, 7, and then we'll do a shove through of all these ones so we can continue chain piecing the thing. 7. All right, that's the first line of stitching that we're gonna do, and then we just kind of, I don't know, it's chaos stitching. I figured the more stitches I can put into this, the better. I know there's bar tackers. We're not getting another sewing machine right now, especially given the grief that the cylinder arm is giving me right now. I'm just like underwhelmed by some machines right now. All right, let's get these all underneath. 7, 7, 7. 7, 7, 7. This will be 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Then we'll go get a snack after we get these done. 8, 8, 8. I love to 8, 8, 8. Apples and bananas. I love to 8, 8, 8. Apples and bananas. I love to 8, 8, 8. Apples and bananas. I love to 8, 8, 8. Apples and bananas. I love to eat apples and bananas. If you haven't listened to it, yeah, it's the Sesame Street song, so you should obviously go do it. Well, I guess it's probably in like a lot of like nursery rhyme books and stuff like that too, but my introduction to it was Sesame Street, or at least my reminder of it was Sesame Street. I think because then it goes eat apples and bananas, and then eat apples and bananas, oat apples and bananas, and then oot apples and bananas. Basically, just playing with like the different vowel sounds, so that then you get like a grasp of. They look different. They sound different. Blah 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 blah. Right? Phonics. So. Alrighty, let's do this. We're almost there. I think this was 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 white. Okay, so 17. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so we have 38. 38. That's what I thought we had 37, and then it dropped, and now we got, well, no, actually, I thought we had over 40. 37 makes sense with what we took out as well, given just everything. Makes sense. We might have cut more than 40 too. I do know there's a few that I didn't end up cutting denim for because it just didn't make sense at the time. I ran out of like prep time before Otafest, and these were supposed to be ready for Otafest, and then blah 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 blah. Partly laziness. Well, no, not being lazy, just running out of time as always. So, trying not to be lazy at least. Although, as I mentioned, my oomph has kind of got up and oomphed without me, so I'm like, damn it. I need my little studio gremlins to come in and actually sew instead of like moving stuff around. That would be nice. Okay, I know I said that I was going to do a snack like after I get all the straps done, but I'm going to actually have my snack. I'm going to finish the white straps, and then I'm going to have a snack, and then we're going to go in and do the black thread ones. Because, oh yeah, you just broke. Excellent. Bye. I like to eat apples and bananas. 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 I like to oat apples and bananas. I like to oat apples and bananas. I like to oot 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 apples and bananas. Oh, that one almost broke. Yeah, no. It might. No, it's cracked. Okay. Last 3. 2 more. 2. Oh no, 1 more. Ha 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 ha. 1 more. 1 more. 1 more. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. 1 more. 1 more. Then we're done this set. 1 more. 1 more. Then only black. 1 more. 1 more. Last one. Ha ha ha. And we're changing the bobbin and the thread out, so I'm not worried about like actually having that too short because we're gonna pull it out of the needle anyway. Look at this stack. Love it. Excellent. All right, let's document. Document. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ha ha ha. Yay. Okay, cool. Looks good. Snack time / lunch. I kind of had lunch before I came down, but I didn't really have any lunch. I don't know. My Ozempic's working well this week, so I'm like half like, yay, and half like, everything's off like schedule kind of. So I'll be right back after I get a little bit of food in my belly. And we're going to move from white thread, like white webbing, unbleached cotton webbing, to the black. And we have, like 20 to finish there. So we're almost halfway. Yay, yay. And then we'll move into doing snaps, because we'll definitely have time to at least do some snaps before I go pick up the kiddos. See you in a couple minutes. Yay. right, I am back. We're gonna finish up the straps here. And actually my friend is down at the bookshop. So if I get these done, I think I'm gonna head down there and I will wrap up. I can take the snap press, right? It's not a big deal. Okay, those all need to be trimmed apart. So that would be something that I'll do as I do the snaps. All right, black thread, black thread, black thread, and then we're done. And then we're done. Holy crap, we might actually do it. Insanity. Insanity. I'm actually, yeah. It was like, it took so long to get those bags done. I didn't know what was going to happen today. And look at, lo and behold, here we are. Almost done. Fuck yes. Now, yeah, it's beyond like actually having to do the snaps, but whatever. We can do that. We can fix it. We can fix it. Alright, wrap up on these. Then we get to go do the things. Actually, I think that's probably the better choice, is like, do these. Go out and do the snap press. It won't take me long to like actually pack it up and head out. Okay, let's see, and it's 2:07. Why am I getting earworms? I don't want no earworms right now, please. No earworms. No earworms. All right, we're wrapping up on the webbing straps for the mini traveler slings, and then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna head downtown to see a friend. She's working down at the bookshop. I can like take the snap press and go do my snaps there. Is my thought. Just sometimes a change of environment is good. But I do have to get these sewn first, so we're gonna wrap up on the webbing first, and then obviously, well, because I can't take my sewing machine with me. That would be awesome, but it's not possible. I can't actually see this because it's like black thread on black webbing. Ugh. Go. So we have 38 finished, by the way. So that's pretty good. I did think we were over 40, and we were at one point over 40, but a couple have had to be put into timeout. I thought that we'd be able to finish a couple more that we aren't able to currently. They need a little bit more TLC. I thought that we'd at least be able to do the like cat, like the gold cat's whiskers faces. But it turns out that it's, well, pocket zipper in the back is like fucked. Like royally fucked. And then so yeah, so it's back into timeout. And then the parasols, which I was like, okay, well, the welt pocket and the front zipper are different colors, but whatever, that's fine. I doubt anybody, like, don't tell anyone, because I doubt anyone would notice unless I mention it. But I thought that was all that was wrong. No, it turns out that the interior pocket lining is like really far off of where it should be, so we can't actually, I gotta like take it apart from pretty much stitching the zipper in forward. So it's like, yay. And I think it's already top stitched. Yay. But anyway, but it's like, it's too big a gap. It wouldn't get properly caught if I didn't do that. So, well, yeah, they're in the timeout bucket right now, along with, and then the pieces that are like, I cut interiors, but we didn't get the exteriors finished are in there as well. Because I'm pretty sure there is a hedgehog print. The olive hedgehogs were supposed to be done too, but we didn't get denim cut for them. Because I do know there are a few belt bags, at least, we didn't get denim cut for. We being the royal we, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, there's definitely like a couple in here that I'm like, okay, we'll finish those later now. Anyway, like there's, sorry, what I mean by that is that there's pockets or interiors cut that we'll do. That'll get matched up later. So if you are in the Calgary area, I will be at Ancient Arts Yarn's Pancake Breakfast tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They will also have gourmet hot dogs in the afternoon, which is super exciting. I will obviously have a vast selection of mini traveler slings, but I will also have revamped tote bags and small box bags available as well. What else? And then a whole swack of kato, well, okay, a modest number of kato and belt bags, and a whole swack of gyoza bags, which didn't even make it into the update because I forgot about them. One whole dundern tote. Yeah, and this is definitely the minis were the focus for this week, and they just took far longer than I anticipated. So, oh well. It's just how it goes sometimes. It's like, well, and part of it is like, I'm not like as much as I should be doing a lot of prep for future shows. My brain's got a really nasty habit of tricking me into being like, oh, but that show is not until X date. Usually the month, not even the date. So it's like if it is in early September and it's late August, it's like, oh, that show is not until September. If someone can tell me how to get my brain to be tricked out of that, I would greatly appreciate it. It was really bad when with Knit City when it was like early October and it's like the end of September. That's the show that I realized I was like, oh, I am fully delusional in when I think these dates actually are. Whoops. So that was the one that really drove the point home. But yeah, I'm like trying to get myself to the point where it's like, okay, you actually have to be sewing for like September and November right now as well. Obviously we are focused in on getting prepped for Stampede breakfast and Omatsuri next weekend, and then it'll be prepped for Knit City. So I am going to train Dallas how to do the pressing of the interfacing next week, because then I can cut all the things and he can like interface all of the things. So I'm like, if you take that over, at least for the summer, like for this set of bags, I can get so many more things done. Or at least like, right? Because sometimes it gets hung up on that step. Sometimes it's getting hung up on the interfacing. Sometimes it's getting hung up legitimately on the sewing. But like, if I'm able to cut, he interfaces, and then I can sit down at the sewing machine, I'll be far better off. There's just like been a couple pinch points where I'm like, okay, but it's not enough to hire anyone for either. So anyway, I don't know anymore. Gotta figure it out. We got a bird on the deck. Oh yeah, and I went out for my lunch snacky thing, and apparently my like hose sprayer, like the connector to actually hold the water back and spray, has exploded, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I don't know how long it was leaking. It didn't start right after I watered this morning, so it wasn't me like thumping it down. It just was like popped open. I'm like, it was really weird. I'm like, come on. That's like 2 watering things that have like broken in the last week. Super annoying. And this one was really good. I really liked it. And I'm like, okay, I hope you still have this one, Canadian Tire. Okay, we're almost done the straps. Oh my god, these are almost done. They have been like on the sewing table or like in process since May. Now, legitimately, I did not give myself anywhere near enough like actual sewing time for Otafest. I ended up spending too much time cutting and prepping and not enough time actually like physically sewing. So that's why these have partly taken so long. I don't know why I didn't finish them in fucking June, though. It's like, Katie, what are you doing? Why didn't you finish this last one? Actually, I know why. It's because May is such a busy month. June is like the recovery month. But it's like, I have to be I just got to start being more consistent in my like work schedule. But yeah, it's definitely like the lead up into April is so busy. And then May is like busy with personal stuff and Otafest. Because we've got so many family birthdays, and then also Calgary Marathon. So it's just ugh. Dumb. Oh well. I just need to be more consistent. More consistency. Hell yeah, there we go. Okay. I think we got like 3 or 4 more to finish. You're like, how do you even... I don't even know how we're doing this right now. Whatever. There's a massive stack back there. Okay. 2 more. Oh, 2 more. Okay. Amazing. That took me like 10 minutes. I thought that was going to take me way longer. Well, not just over 10 minutes. Like 12. Oh no. 2 extra minutes. Whatever. One more, yeah! We're done! No, we're not. Snaps. Snaps. But we're close enough. They'll get all finished today. We'll get these all done today. 38 new mini traveler slings. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna go meet my friend down at Found and work on these and like put the snaps in and blah 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 blah. Cause why not? This is like transportable work. We did it. All right. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Just so you know, all of this will be there. New, fresh, exciting. And if I don't see you then, I'm not streaming tonight, and I'm probably not streaming this weekend. Definitely not on Sunday. I might stream Monday evening if I'm not like just gonna go to bed. Anyway, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend whenever you are, and I'll chat with you all soon. Bye.